trace of green. Now it's a taste of something strange and sweet. It doesn't heal, but it makes some peace. It puts a smile on the face of freaks, and it releases from the closet those afraid to breathe. And now we're marching in an army up against the stream, because we have seen that there is very little day to dream. 1 minute Sonny's deep up in the make-believe. Next minute Mummy's kneeling at his grave to grieve. Too cruel. We are cruel and we're angels. We kill life and give life with a movement of the arms. Chase dragons in the crucible of St. Paul's. Topple statues in a revolutionary dance by a muddy river. Then we chuck him in. My kids will not grow up looking up at him. My kids will not grow up in the ways I did. Watching white friends morphing into racist pricks. Never, never. The muddy river raising up. I raise a rhythm and a bass line in praise of us. I raise my kids in a toast to the courageous ones who kill the devil with 100 million paper cuts, singing a change will come. In the course of all this craziness, I see my mates parade like they were made for this. And they grew up facing shits that I never faced. Still they're turning up the temperature for better days. Still they're turning up and tracing out the blueprints for new ways and new architecture, new movements for new stages. And you could celebrate the dawn instead of panicking and sellotaping doors shut. Instead of gaping gormless at the gold frame stories of a slave-made empire that decorate your walls, look, we celebrate the dawn. We break them ornaments. We work making structures that we've never made before. I see my children standing with us at this river, so I'll work until the waters come and elevate us all. Look, I'm just chilling at the end of the world. Listen, I plant seeds at the end of the world. Look, I sip tea at the end of the world. I start life at the end of the world. Look, listen, I raise flags at the end of the world. Listen, I march streets at the end of the world. Look, I ride beats at the end of the world. Look, I was born at the end of the world. Thank you.
Woo! That was Disraeli at a secret gig.
Feel free to come and sit down if you want to. It's just...
Whilst maintaining social distance.
Yeah, as you can see, we are maintaining social distance. This is a... So yeah, Disraeli here, performing for us. Come on down, feel free to come on down. Just having a little bit of technical difficulty.
I don't want to stand too much in front of it because, well, obviously then I wouldn't have a mic as well. Alright, this is one that's dedicated to my dad, who was a long life. He's like long life milk, but a man. He's a long life man. He's quite a long life man. He's 75, and he's been involved in various fields of activism for a very long time, and particularly environmental activism. And just dedicated to the persistence and faith that it has taken for him to be, you know, organising demos and turning up and beating his head against the wall since the late 1960s, and still to be there, in spite of all the kind of evidence pushing to the contrary. You know. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, I'm trying to catch a seed of time, running in the morning light. Look, I'm not particularly deadly, though I carry arms I'm not afraid to use. Being I'm a doer, I beat through in balls deep, clambering the cliffs in a scruffy set of shoes. So don't invite me to your poncy little dinner, though I am pretty handy with your codes. Stick me in the cellar with the swingers, they are more my scene. Come strip me of my clothes, cause I can hold a pose for minutes, even hours. Eventually something sours, something flings itself around in me, yelling now it's time to frickin' wriggle out your trousers, pulling people out their pouches, running in the morning light. The marshland couldn't give a frig for me, it is a space out of history, bury my visage in its mud holes. And when the day rises I have struck gold, geese fly in celebration, that's my church. I prefer the wind over any kind of orgies. When I chat my verse, I launch my soul. People say there's madness in the heat of my performance, maybe so. Maybe there'll be sorrow on my death stone. Maybe I'll be geriatric nutter bombing Tesco. At least I'll have been honest from the get-go. I'm honestly the opposite of London. Running in the morning light, I'm trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light. Look, Daddy was a preacher man, spoke the Holy Ghost of peace protests. We reclaim the streets together, sweet Moses part the asphalt. Tell it like a town crier, like the fuse. Don't ever televise the news, all he taught me. He born in 1940s, truths that he had to fight to find. Me born in Thatcherite decline, same appetite for life. I learned sanity from Catcher in the Rye, now the stamina is mine. The wild animus, the caravan standing in the vines. The grizzly bear is mine. The piston and the world is often ending in them, and that is often cause for joy. I'm back in adolescence in a wall of noise, banging a snare drum, clocking how they murder us slow. Dad, come, we've got further to go. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light, pressure. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a falling tide. Running in the morning light, pressure out the window. Running in the morning light, trying to catch a seed of time. Running in the morning light, pressure.
Disraeli. The artist is Disraeli. Performing in St James's Park.
Where my violin B's at? Can I get them all? Can I get them all playing? This morning we did. I mentioned this before, but we did this citizens' assembly action, and it was all bee based. And it was a song that was made entirely out of. I made a song out of bee vibrations, so all of the notes in the whole song were made by bees. This is another song about bees. And for violinists, in the chorus, which Flora will nod at you when it's happening, just play an E and it'll be fine. Can someone turn down channel 2? How's the violin to guitar ratio? Too loud? Bit less violin. Okay, so throughout lockdown I've been working with my beautiful other half of my band company who lives in Amsterdam and would be here but for quarantine. We've been making these songs that are all sung by different animals for a climate concept album, if you will. And obviously bees are massively affected by everything we're doing, and they will affect us a lot more when they're gone, as we all know.
Max here on the guitar.
Can you tell me which way is down? Can you tell me which way is down? Can you tell me why the sun is round? Can you tell me why the sun is round? I can tell you when the day is done. I can tell you when the day is done. And I could dance all night and all day long. I could dance all night and all day long. Can you dance all night? Can you feel where the river flows? Can you feel where the wind blows? Can you feel all the highs and lows? And feel all the come and goes? I know what we all know. You know what we all know. And we could feed you up and make you strong. Can you feed me up and make me strong? Can you feed me up? We'll make you just what we want you to be. Something doesn't feel right, something doesn't taste right. Something wrong with our appetite, something wrong with our appetite. Coming into our homes at night, coming into our homes at night. And the kids are gone before they're born. The kids are gone before they're born. The kids are gone. Something doesn't feel right, and something doesn't smell right. I could try to tell you why, but it's hard to tell you why. We grow too weak to fly, we're falling out the sky. And our homes will die before the dawn. We'll leave our homes before the dawn. It won't be long before we swarm. We'll take form, take her just where we are safe from. Thank you so much, guys. Let's throw in another one. All right. This one also you could play an E. Yeah, I'm going to do one that you guys can sing in, please. I tried to teach this to a few campers yesterday and realised it's quite hard. but you'll get it. So this one, the song's actually called Nuclear Fallout. And it's from another show that, so my band is also a theatre company. We make theatre science music, that's our thing. And this is a show about all the ways the human race could be wiped out. And trying to find hope in that, I suppose. And this is Nuclear Fallout. I think it has a lot to say to what this is as well. And yeah, and in the chorus, there's a little answer phrase, so I'll go...
That secret gig.
And to think the world will carry on. And then you go, and to think the world will carry on. You do that, yeah? Every time I do it. Or, and to think the world will carry on. If you've got a lower voice. So it's, and to think the world will carry on. 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 Beautiful. And you can harmonise that. It's got loads of harmonies. Just guess one. the floors. Let the plants grow. Through the floor. Let the plants grow. Lights beginning to fade. Bricks beginning to crumble. Are you ready? And to think the world will carry on. 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 Without me. Without me. Without through the storm, let the moist run. Through the rubble, let the moist run. Lights beginning to fade. Bricks beginning to crumble. Ready? And to think the world will carry on. 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 The world will carry on. And to think 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 the world will carry on. Without us. Without us. Without us. Thank you so much, guys. This is really the most beautiful, thing. This is really like, it brings it all home in the most gorgeous way. And these guys, fucking hell. Yeah. Disraeli, bring him up. I'm going to do I've done a song for my dad, I'm going to do a song for my mum, and the chorus is just a melody,
and be amazing if you wanted to play it on the violin as well. It goes. You can probably tell the notes, I can't. That's the puppy. Sorry, we really should have rehearsed this before. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
I met her. She didn't break her back. She just hurt herself very badly.
Yeah, and then back to the original.
And I'm just trying to send the message by
It's the resolution. You do it slowly and round the whole cycle. 2, 3, 4. So it's on the one first, and then on the and the second. Yeah, we do that? Shall I do it? Let's do it round twice, and then I'll start the song. See that? 2, 3, 4. My bad. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out to run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs that she was born among. Oh, you don't wanna mess with mine. My mama's not an old-time nun, though the time she comes from's hard. My mama's got a quick draw tongue and a titan size of heart. Yeah, she gives you hot steamed food and a soup of greens she grew. There is love in all the things she do. And I will come visit you. I will bring fruit and games. I will come anytime you call. And I will come visit you. I will bring fruit and games. I will come anytime. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out to run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bones that she was born among. Oh, you don't wanna mess with my... Is a song of praise and a daft old nonsense song. My mama swings a vorpal blade and the chub days undone. My mama by the tom-tom tree with a gorgeous summer smile. My mama's only 5'2", but she rolls like 9'9". My mama is a wheelchair now, but she'll get out to run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs that she was born among. Oh, you don't wanna mess with my... that ladder, take that ladder, get that ladder and climb. Take that ladder, take that ladder, get that ladder and climb. My mama don't play that woman no mind, no mind. My mama's in a wheelchair now, but she'll get out to run. My mama raises her eyebrow high like she raised her son. My mama carries all them bombs as she was born a mom. Oh, you don't wanna mess with my... Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's just really...
Yeah. My mum's wicked. She was literally born among the bombs of the Blitz. Her mum was a nurse and her dad was a doctor, and they were going out with the ambulances among the bombs of the Blitz in London. And then my grandma got pregnant with my mum, so they moved to Exeter, and then the Nazis started bombing Exeter as well. So they did bombs all the way through. And just, yeah, it's just a reminder to me that, like, they come from a time of such mad adversity and scarcity and difficulty where life was so fragile. And I believe that we're going into a time of mad adversity and difficulty as well due to our own behaviour. And yet, joy still survives, connection still survives, reason to exist still survives, you know, there's still life. And every moment is still so pregnant with meaning and purpose, actually. And it's not as if because the system of, you know, the Johnsons and the Camerons is going to fall, because it will for whatever reason that comes. It's not because that ceases to exist that we cease to exist, you know. And our resourcefulness is extraordinary, so I have a lot of faith. A rare and welcome message of hope at XO. What do I do now? I'll do another a cappella one, and I'd love it if we could sing it together. No, we could play it together. I don't really have a chorus for this one, but it'd be wicked if we could, you know, Suzanne Vega, Tom's Diner melody. Am I between notes there? Everyone? Alright, so that's only for the chorus. And the rest of it doesn't work at all with that. So it's just, we just revisit that that musicscape when it's time. So my mate said to me the other day, he was like, I know you're bisexual and everything, but I don't understand why you have to keep banging on about it. I feel like if I was like gay or whatever, then I would just be gay and be happy about it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have to like make a big deal of it, like keep talking, hang my identity on it. And so I wrote this for him. Because, you know what I mean? Boy in a playground, boy in a scrum, boy with a deep secret, boy with a hard face, boy with a lust keeps that hidden. Boy with a heartache, boy with a crush, boy with a twist, boy with a classmate, boy that he loves. Boy makes fist, boys are a bastard, boys are a jail, boys are a dick, boy can it be nasty to be born male, boys are a click of the ratchet, click of the clock, click of the phone, click of the catches, click of the lock, now click they're alone, boy with the boy now, boy with the kiss, boy with the squeeze, boys keep noise down, boys in bliss, boys in the heat, boys will be boys though, 10 boys burst in, slaps and yells, boy you're a homo, boys hurting, Don't check yourselves. He said, but the world's all cool for the queers now. Now Cameron's passed his bill. I said, you ever held hands with a man on the high street? Felt how that feels? You ever felt fear of attack? Been slapped because of what you are? Been shunned because of what you are? Been told you're disgusting for what you are? I have, and the world ain't London. My son, and the world ain't free. I step with a hunchback, knowing that the boys with the shotgun brains hate me. And we are one short step from the 80s. One election from Trump, Senegal to Iraq to Haiti. Somerset where they call queers scum. And I got a slap for the asshole who's threatened by the way we love. One slap for the preacher man, boy idiot spreading his shame on us. I got a mate whose dad disowned him. I got a mate whose mum won't speak. I got a mate who says that's gay and he means that's whack and he means that's weak. Them words put bats in the belfry, put boys in a twisted shape. Watch close how the rock grows, plant hate in the brain and the kid decays. Self-hate is the fruit of bigotry, hell waits with a winking eye. Your jokes will abuse our dignity, pure shit from a stinking mind. And fuck you, Tony Perkins, I'll be that flood you foretold. And love to Amir is sure. Let me know if you need support. And we'll be that rude truth spoken. We'll be that crowd stood strong. We'll be that vigil unbroken. We'll be that protest song. We'll be that massed proud people. We'll be that flame still lit. We'll be that hand, that hold, that family, that air, that fist. And we'll be that mass proud people. We'll be that flame still lit. We'll be that hand, that hold, that family, that air, that. We'll be that mass proud people. We'll be that flame still lit. We'll be that hand, that hold, that family, that air, that fist. Thank you. This could serve as a side mic. Arctic Fox.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can't see. All right, guys. So, I'm Arctic Fox. This song is called Arctic Fox. It's obviously about melting things. It's about things having to change to match the new reality. And this little violin figure that Flora is about to play is actually the song of an Arctic fox. It's the song it sings when it's mating, and it calls a long distance away. It's not like a fox mating, if that's what you're thinking. I could change my skin if you would welcome me back into your arms. I could turn my eyes to tiny dots on the horizon. Come home, little darling. Oh, to think that you could pull me from the ground, then run. You stole it, so it's yours. My heart. Is faded in your sun. The life I made is long gone. Hard to keep the cold in when you filled the sheet with holes on day one. To think that you could treasure all the harm that you've done. You broke it, now it's yours. My heart. And now when I close my eyes to sleep, I feel that I could float above the ground. And when I take to fly, you know I'll slow the motion down. And sometimes, you know I feel we'll never come around. Come around. And now you're melting me down, you're melting me down. It seems you'll never come around, you'll never come around. Come around. You'll never come around. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to play another one that's a little bit more upbeat that you can sing along to. I'm also going to teach another melody.
Well, they're both here. Have you been watching it? It's the London. Have you had a busy day? Oh shit. It's quite cool. They're like completely improvising all of it. They're just learning it now, playing.
Lost in the middle of the water, lost in the middle of the sea. Feel free to call us an odyssey. Ain't no one coming for me. Light in the middle of the darkness, fly like a moth into the filament. Soon we'll fade to black, but now it's just the whip crack and heave ho, and everyone shout heave ho, heave ho, heave ho. Oh, everybody heave ho again. Everybody heave ho, heave ho. Oh, heave ho. Oh, everybody heave ho. Choo.
There's Arctic Fox here playing some of his own stuff, original tunes.
Just in the middle of the voyage, quick, cook him up before he rots. Go now and fetch me the cabin boy. The devil's calling the shot. Blow my lines, here comes the scurvy. Who'll clean the vomit off the deck? Go now and fetch me the cabin boy. Here, son, get this down your neck. Oh, heave ho, heave ho, heave ho. Oh, everybody heave ho, everybody heave ho, heave ho. Heave ho! Oh, everybody heave ho! There you go. He's ready. Come on.
It's quite cool, it's like back and forth. So like he'll play one and then this guy will play something. Is this dog like sitting on me? I don't understand. For some reason the comments are going about someone called Tom York. Apparently he sounds like Tom York, and then someone went, he does not sound like Tom York. No one sounds like Tom York.
Big up the violinists.
I don't know who Tom York is.
He was actually saying a lot of influences from Tom York. Max was last night.
Interesting, the comment they're saying, talk about it.
I was thinking the same. We're very privileged. We had the same artist last night do a little gig for us near the camp. So, but them themselves are talking about Tom York and influence. So.
That's mad.
Any day now, the world will roll out, folding and over. The iron-sided edifice tumble, the tower crumble, the engine cut, and we can be children again. Any day now, war will die a graceful death out at sea. Meat wagons burst in flames. Private schools turn to social housing, and we can be children again. While recognising, of course, that not everybody's childhood was peachy, but still. feeling of being able to paint a picture and just keep still. Lucifer's still outside in the garden trying to shout down the morning. But the truth is, none of us here could care. And the walker's still up there on the hill, just trying to shout down the morning. But the truth is, none of us down here in St. James's Park at the Extinction Rebellion protest could really care. Cause any day now, London will lighten the fuck up. Woo! Yeah. Unclench for a minute, put the hammer down and return the smile. Any day now, all of us will cut free running like God's own spies down Worm Lane, back to the first place, to the day you learned to whistle. Yeah, any day now. She will come round the cliffside very small to the space in your arms, and it won't seem dangerous. She will say it's alright, we can be children again. She will put her arms around you very slow and make it simple. Nick will bop down the cliff path lean. Rob will walk out of the sea with a grin. And the four of you will stand and watch the waves roll in.
Just really there.
This guitar is... this goes out to all of the Bristol contingent here. Is anyone Bristol contingent here? Yes! Woo! Bristol massive. Anyone West Country?
Hey, what's on?
Anyone that comes from anywhere at all?
Woo!
There was a rapper from Bristol town who told a wicked story. He said, I pray to the ghosts in my head and they speak what lies before me. I mold them thoughts into golden orbs and the audience applauds me. And he loved the love of strangers well, but he loved his missus poorly. It weren't too long till a man ran along and said, I'll be your agent. They rode to a tower where the cocaine flowed and the fat controller praised him. His lady called from home and said that's cause for celebration. But he never got back that month. He went on tour and kept her waiting. Faster you ride, the harder you fall. The harder you fall. There was a pub down Eastern Way where tired folk can gather. They tell tall tales of a ship full sail and a bold and broken rapper who went too far, too fast in the game where snakes sell broken ladders. The ghost fell out of his head and soon his mind went tumbling after. The faster you ride, the harder you fall. The harder you fall. as much as possible. Never dug on rock and roll much. With us it's all decks, trucks and hospitals. Drugs and drum and bass carried us. Lifted off the buzz of jungle raves. Bosch chemical cudgels for the added feeling. White boys pirating the culture of the Caribbean. Kind of red stripe from the bed meat Asda. The bass is the bollocks. The drop is the Viagra. Cause we felt hard as fuck, boxing the air, popping in circles, taxing cigarettes, clocking the girls. Hadn't figured yet the world is complex, disordered. All we had to do was learn the rules and we'd be sorted. None of us had died at that time. That was before Nick, before the fit, before his birthday, before Hakan, before the earthquake, before the funerals, before hindsight made them all beautiful and gave us all stopwatch eyes like who'd have thought. We'd be standing here in suits we don't suit at all. Who could have known? Still nobody cry, instead grow fears that keep us turning over at night. Unable to keep still but nobody cry. Grief solidifies into meaning over due time. It's funny, innit? How even good memories hurt. We had a song. I wish I could remember the words it went. He was a rapper in Bristol town, but now he begs for coppers. Shakes his head at the spinning door of the fat controller's office. Curses all the folk within, you fat cats, all that tosses. And his girl's long gone, her old love done, she had some better offers. Faster you ride. Deeper stuff. I made of skateboards, bongs and Sega beat-em-ups. I made of bin bags stacked high for ollieing. I made of vert and the gut rush from dropping in. And maybe vodka from the Hot Wells Road Spa. Panda pops, curly whirlies and soap bar. I made of grip tape and piss takes of broken arms. I made of concrete and donomy and open hearts. I made of lost tapes. I made of lost mates I made in the days when I could barely cut the crossfade. And all the lost tapes. All the lost mates I made in the days when I could barely cut the crossfade. And bruv, we could have kept on it, but it went dark. Some of us fell off and some fell apart. But none of us forgot and Nick never died. Because as long as you're remembered, you were kept alive. Woo!
How long should I record this thing? Like,
Should I hold it for you?
yeah? Oh. If you just like take the that bit, yeah. Don't leave it in my arms so much.
I'll do a last tune to end on a bit of uplift.
Woo!
Do you know what I mean? You get the message. We know that you can see everything.
Still not the best seats in the house.
Yeah.
It's better on the grass, officer.
That's your face.
So what was I going to say? I had a line queued up at the door. It might have sidled off. Oh yeah, it's sort of a happy song. Yeah, it's an uplifting moment, I feel like. That's the song we're singing together. Creeps on the streets and the puddles, holds down the need to speak of his troubles. Both hands shake with the Parkinson's that is starting to break him, darkening sunsets over the street lights. Night with no stars in one shadowy figure steps into the doorway where the horse play the same game as always. Old man's seen it all before, he could show you some morbid stories. Been through 4 wars and 1 divorce, carried the twist that he got from the blips. He's had the lifelong lover lost to the void, seen his brothers destroyed by the TikTok bang bang of reality. Just another picture to hang in the gallery. You better reach out into the darkness before it reaches you. You better reach out into the darkness before it reaches you. Melody coming. Can we all clap on the... Yeah, like that. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, the fools. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, the fools. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, the fools. Keep it up, keep it up, hey, hey. Oh man, sits on train as it rumbles over land soaked in rain and struggle. The motion of it shakes his brain in a muddle like bubble dice contained in a bubble. Man stops in his pub crawl in villages on grubby stools. He grins and orders in-house double. No rocks in there, got to sort out his own rubber. His mind is full of mongrels, car full of colouring among bubblegum fools. None of these suckers get him. Number sets in, turns his stride to a stumble, tripping over his feet back to the train. Rain seems through cracks in the pane, window frames. Too old a man for a salary, just another picture to hang in the gallery. You better reach out into the darkness before it reaches you. You better reach out into the darkness before it reaches you. You better reach out. Out into this darkness before it reaches you. You better reach out into this darkness before it reaches you. Melody in, melody in. Yes. Arctic Fox, aka Max, aka Arctic Fox. All the violinist crew. Violins, not violence. The non-violins. Non-violin civil disobedience squad. Thank you very much to Julian as well for making this sound system. He made it out of tweezers and tissue. And constructed all of this. So thank you very much, humans. You're just so fucking great. You're doing such a beautiful, important thing by being here. Even if this time it feels less like ebullient and big than last time, if it's less explosive and impressive. But we need to be here, we have to be here, and we have to be here next time too. So let this be a, do you know what I mean? This is a point of contact. It was always going to be smaller. It's after flipping COVID, do you know what I mean? People aren't even going to the pub, let alone to large demonstrations. There's many people who aren't here for that reason. So just know that this needs to happen, and you can be very, very, very proud of yourselves.
Extinction.
Rebellion!
You just did that.
Yeah,
Did you not hear it?
right, that's Henry and Nick signing out, guys. Peace.
Have a fabulous evening all, and amazing rebellion next week.
Yeah.